Hi, Gil from Testing Gil here. As a developer or tester or manager, you've probably thought about it sometime in your life. What makes apps so complex? Well, the problem with complexity is the costs. Complex code is hard to maintain, it's hard to read, it's hard to debug, and definitely hard to test. The main thing about it is that complexity is in the hands of the developers, the people who build the system. That's us. Complexity comes in all kinds of flavors, but we need to really know about two. The first one is called essential complexity. Let's say I want to book a flight. I need relevant information of flight schedules, airports, costs, if there's something on the wing. The problem itself, grabbing all this kind of information from multiple sources and syncing it, is complex. The problem could be also of scale. Imagine Facebook, but for 10 people, like in the old days when Zuck had friends. So the problem itself is sharing text and images, comments. That's not a very big problem. But try to do this with billions of people and it becomes a very big problem. We can't really do something about essential complexity. The problem is the problem. That's it. So now we attack the problem. Now we enter the realm of accidental complexity. This is about the solution. And we can make it complex as we want, so we can enjoy both. In the solution space, we can do a whole lot of damage. We can go with different designs and different patterns and combinations of things and components and libraries and design a whole bunch of solutions that could be simple, but sometimes, most of the times, we actually go with a more complex solution. Then new people come on the project and they say, well, that's no good. And they suggest rewriting, remodeling, refactoring, do all kinds of things that even add more accidental complexity to the problem, thus creating a much more complex monster. And now everyone has to make sense of the new Frankenmonster. And that's hard, that's painful. But you know what? It's still a small part of the complexity issue. Have you ever thought about all the things that's running in your application? How much of that is code that was written by your team? That's a very itsy-wincy bitty part. We use servers, libraries, open source code. We bring all that into the project so we wouldn't have to write everything from scratch. That's a good thing. But everything we bring in, either we combine it, compile with it, run with it, brings its own complexity. Even if you wanted to reduce complexity, you're out of luck, because everything we bring in with its own complexity isn't ours. We're just there for the ride. And that's why everything is so complex. We try to solve complex problems because otherwise somebody would have already solved them. And then we bring in our solutions which are also complex. So what can we do to uncomplexify stuff? Well, first, we need to stop inventing new words and designs and new ways to work on code. We find simplicity in patterns that look familiar to us. That's why clean code reduces complexity. Simple design does that. Ubiquitous language does that. Refactoring does that. In the design that we pick, in the code that we write, it really is up to us to reduce complexity, to make things as simple as possible, because we control the bits that we can. Everything else is out of our hands. So it's least, at this point, focus on the things that we can do. And once you understand that, it's not really complex. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, leave some comments down below for me, and have a nice day.